Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before I get started, I just wanted to say that if you love watching the behind the scenes on me being a business owner and my lifestyle and making candles and all that, please subscribe. I am new here, but I have loved creating these videos and I plan on doing a video weekly. So yes, I want to grow on here and I want to continue making content for you guys. So yeah, please subscribe, comment down below if there's anything specific you want to see. So today I wanted to talk about the ways that have helped my business grow these last 8 months. I didn't think I had a place to make this video because the videos you see here on YouTube talk about how I made $70,000 in 1 minute or how I sold out of products overnight. And I am by no means a millionaire, but I will say that I've done nothing but grow ever since I opened my shop back in June. I've had 608 sales on Etsy and just as many off of Etsy. So that includes in-person sales like selling to my friends, family, local people that live near me. I've done 2 pop-up shops. I've done wholesale orders. So overall, I have made over 1,000 sales. I have been open for not even a year yet, and I just wanted to share what has helped me grow personally and what I know is going to continue to help me grow throughout this whole new year. And hopefully it can help you too if you're starting out your business or if you haven't implemented any of these tips yet. Okay, so my first tip is and this one is probably really obvious, but you have to pick a good product to sell. You have to pick a product that people actually want to buy. You probably hear this a lot if you've watched a lot of these kinds of videos, but you have to pick a good niche. This tip absolutely plays a huge role in being able to make sales. So if you already have a product, you can do your research. You can go on Etsy and see how that product does with other people's shops, or whatever platform you plan on selling on, see how it does, or just Googling it. So I didn't know how well candles would do until I started selling them. So I didn't pick it because I knew it was a good niche. I just genuinely wanted to make my own because I purchased one from a big store that I wasn't happy with, so I decided to make my own. And yeah, but candles don't have to be your product. If you are on TikTok or you watch small business YouTube videos, you would see that there are a ton of products that do really well. I see people making stickers, custom mugs, or cups or shirts that they make with their Cricut or Silhouette. I see people doing lashes, lip glosses, resin art, clay jewelry. There are so many things to sell and that do really well. But do not just pick something just because you want to copy a business that's doing well. Do it because you genuinely want to make it. You are going to be investing a lot of time and money into it, so it might as well be something you actually use or buy. So yeah, just making sure that your product is something that people want is a good first step before you even start planning the rest of your business. So my second tip is to make sure your product is ready to sell. Don't just jump into starting your business if your product isn't the best quality it could be, especially with items like candles. With candle making, there is a lot of testing that you have to do before it's ready. If a wick is too big, it could become overflamed, and that makes the product dangerous. If it's too small, a lot of wax could be wasted because it wouldn't be able to burn all of the wax, so you wouldn't get the most use out of your candle. I spent a lot of time testing candles, and my boyfriend was always trying to push me to sell them already, and he would always ask why it was taking me so long. And I do truly appreciate his support that he's given me throughout this whole journey, but I knew that they just weren't ready, and I just wanted them to be good quality. I wanted them to be made correctly. I wanted them to burn correctly. I wanted it to be safe. So I tested and tested and tested, and eventually was able to create the product that I sell today. Yes, I do make different changes still now because I'm still learning, but overall I knew it was safe to sell. And I can safely say that everyone loves them, and I've had a lot of repeat customers. So I am really glad that I took the time to create something I was happy to sell. So the third tip that I have is to promote your products before you even launch. On Instagram, I was posting a lot of behind the scenes stuff even before I was ready to sell my candles, even before I started my Etsy. I posted my plan for opening a shop and the fact that I wanted to donate to national parks. I had no idea what route my business was going, but I just shared like little snippets of making candles every now and then and stuff like that. And even while I was testing them, I was still telling people that I was going to start a business because I knew that that's the route that I was going. So my friends and family knew that I was working on something. So when I finally did open months later, they were ready to purchase. I honestly forgot how many sales I made that first day, but I just remember me and my boyfriend being in shock at how often my phone kept going off and making that beautiful cha-ching sound that Etsy makes when you make a sale. And that wouldn't have happened if I just out of the blue said, oh, by the way, I have a shop open and I've been working on this thing, and like out of nowhere, just launch. I don't think that would have happened. I don't think I would have made all those sales, but I know that since I was talking about it beforehand, that helped a bunch. So tell your friends and family, don't be embarrassed that you are starting this new thing. Let them know that you have something coming out so that when that day comes, people will be right there waiting to purchase your stuff. The fourth tip, and this is for people that sell on Etsy, is to make sure that you're using all of Etsy's features. I'm not going to make a video on how to set up your Etsy or how to even use Etsy because there are a ton of videos on that, and I'm honestly not going to lie, I'm not exactly sure how the Etsy algorithm works, but I will make a playlist of all the videos that have helped me set up my Etsy. But they talk about how you should use ads, good tags, good titles, try to get reviews, use good photos. I did do everything that Etsy allowed me to do when it came to my description and all that. But like I said, I will make a playlist out of videos that have helped me with that. I do just want to say that I'm grateful that for the first handful of sales I got from friends and family, because I know that Etsy favors the shops that have sales and they help them get on like the first page when you do a search for the product that you're selling. So I'm grateful for those sales. So again, tell your friends and family that you're opening up a shop so that they can be there to help you with those first sales, so that people can see that your shop is legit and you have sales on there. So I feel like that helps me become searchable on Etsy. My fifth tip is taking good product photos and having an aesthetic and creating a specific brand for your business. My product photos are nowhere near professional, and I'm not even consistent with posting on my Instagram feed, but I did stick to an aesthetic on my page. I use warm and earthy tones like oranges, reds, greens, and yellows, and I just really wanted it to have that cozy vibe, chilling in a cabin feeling. Even my first candle scents had a cozy, adventure, outdoorsy feel to them because I had fragrances like toasted marshmallow, coffee, roasted pine cone, campfire, and I did all of this on purpose because I knew exactly what I wanted my brand to feel like and look like. I love the outdoors, I love camping and road trips, so I just wanted to implement my love for those things into my candles and my brand. So whatever your brand is, make sure that you are proud of it and consistent with it, and it will attract the kind of customer that you want buying your stuff. Number 6, have good packaging. People love to have an experience with unboxing their packages. You know that feeling when you get a package and you just can't wait to open it? You should make that experience special for your customers. I am on a path to using 100% eco-friendly packaging. I do reuse the bubble wrap and the packing peanuts I get from packages sent to me, and that's one way that I reuse and recycle. And a lot of businesses are aiming for eco-friendly packaging, which I love. We should all be helping better the earth in some way. But when I'm not using that, I'm using craft crinkle paper. And I also make sure to write a handwritten note, even if that's just on the receipt that I print out. And I include a candle care card, which includes instructions on how to take care of your candle so that it's used safely and so that the customer gets the most use out of it. I do want to revamp my packaging and make it better someday, but that'll be at a later time when I have time and the money. So yeah, make your packaging special and fun for the customer to open. Also, when your packaging is cute and aesthetic, I think it really encourages people to post their orders when they get them and show them off because it looks nice. And I have been tagged in a bunch of stories of people sharing their candles with me and sharing them with everyone that follows them, and in turn that sometimes gets me followers as well, which could also convert to more customers. So make that packaging cute so that people want to post it and so that it makes their opening of the package special. So my 7th tip is to step outside of your comfort zone. I am an introvert. I was determined to only sell online through my Etsy so that I could just be at home all the time, work from home, make my candles at home, and ship them from my house and not ever have to do an in-person sale. But as I mentioned earlier, my boyfriend has been my biggest support, but also has been the person that has pushed me out of my comfort zone the most. He suggested that I try to sell my candles at the market down the street from us. We live in a very small town that only has two stores within like 15 minutes of us. And just hearing that, I had so much anxiety. I think I probably automatically said no to that idea and was like, no, I don't need to do that. I should just sell online. And I didn't think they would want to sell my products. Why would they? I moved here like 2 months prior to that, and I was like, I don't know. I just had all of these excuses of why I didn't want to sell there, but ultimately the real reason was because I was afraid of even going in there and asking and being rejected. But eventually he went into the store one day and mentioned that I made and sold candles and asked for me, even though I was totally against it. And then he came back to me and he said the owner wanted to meet me and see my products. And so I basically had no other choice but to bring in my candles and talk to the owner. I remember walking to the store and feeling so anxious. My voice was shaky, as it usually gets when I'm nervous, which is like all the time when I have to do a human interaction of any sort. And I went in there and started talking to him, and I surprised myself because I wasn't even nervous once I started talking to him about my products, because even though I was nervous, I knew how good my products were. So that day I made my first wholesale order, and now I go in every few weeks to restock because I have been selling pretty well. And I'm so happy that I didn't let my fear stop me from doing that, because it opened a lot of other doors for me, which I will get into soon. But yeah, if there is something that you're scared to do, but you know in your gut that it will help your business grow, do it. Do it, because you never know what doors it'll open for you. And that leads me to my 8th tip, which is to sell at pop-up shops or farmers markets. I don't know if other cities do pop-up shops, but they're basically like mini farmers markets that people have in their yards, where they invite small shops to participate and be a vendor. You have your whole table set up under a canopy if you wish to have one, and people just come to shop. people like doing it because it supports their local businesses, which is pretty cool. I was able to be a part of my first pop-up shop here in my small town, and this is one door that opened for me because I sold my candles at the market down the street. And because someone saw them and found me on Instagram and contacted me and wanted to know if I wanted to be a part of that pop-up shop. And I was scared, but I did it, and I just knew that it was going to be a good learning experience. So I just did it. I stepped outside of my comfort zone once again. I went against the idea of only selling online and just went for it. I had another pop-up shop 2 weeks later, and in total for both of those events, I made about $700, and that's just like for a few hours of work for each day. And like just from doing that, I was able to meet other handmade businesses, which was really cool. And it just made me realize how much you can sell in just one day from being a vendor at a market. Even though it wasn't an official farmer's market, the foot traffic was far less than an official one would have. So it just got me excited to do future markets. And I feel like that's a good way to make a lot of income if you did that like once a month. So yeah, if you can, join a farmer's market or a pop-up shop if you have those too, because you get to meet a lot of people. People find out about you, they start to follow you on Instagram too, and then you just have customers and also small business friends for life. My last tip is number 9, to do collaborations with other small businesses. You should be meeting people in your community because that helps put your name out there. And when you work with other businesses, their customers become your customers and your customers become theirs. And I'm not saying work with people who make the same items as you, because I don't know if that would really be a good idea, but work with people who sell products that complement yours. Like I sell candles, so I could find, and I have found, people that sell bath bombs or bath salts, and create a collaborative spa box. And I've done a lot of similar things like that, and selling at the market in my town and doing the pop-up shops, even following other local shops around me on Instagram, really opened the door to helping me meet other local makers who I eventually worked with, and I know that I'll work with in the near future. So I've done several gift boxes for my shop. I've created candles for other people's gift boxes. I've done a ton of giveaways with items from other small shops. I've done private label candles for other people's brands and businesses, and I've just worked with a ton of people now, and they're not only helping you grow, but you are helping them grow as well. And it's just this whole big cycle of helping each other grow and supporting each other and supporting your local businesses. And yeah, it's pretty cool. So those are the main strategies that helped my business grow in these last 8 months. These are what worked for me, but I know there are a ton of ways to help your business grow. And there are ways I haven't even tried yet, which makes me so excited for the potential that my business could have as I continue to sell and make candles. I haven't been consistent with TikTok or Pinterest or Instagram Reels. I have never reached out to influencers or even created an email list or even my own website apart from Etsy yet. And there are so many ways to grow, and all that information is out there. You and I just have to look for it. And maybe someday I'll make another video on more strategies I try that hopefully help me grow. But for now, I hope that this helped you out. I hope that you find success in your business, whether you're just starting or if you've been going for a while. If you have any tips for me, I would love them. I'm always looking to grow. So comment them below or message me on Instagram if you want to find me, and we can be friends and support each other. Yeah, it's all a learning experience. Remember that the main way to grow is to do things that make you uncomfortable, because you never know what could happen. Thank you for watching.